Hello, everyone. Welcome back to class. Today, we're going to be talking about planning a trip, a shopping trip into town. And we live in a rural area, and when we need to go to town, we need to plan what we're going to do there. So we don't waste a lot of time going from one place to another, going back and forth from one end of town to the other because it's 5 miles from one end of town to the other. Um, so when we want to take a trip, we need to imagine what we're going to do. So, for, uh, imagine, class, that you're going to go to town. You have to do some shopping, and you're going to be going to Pocatello, and you need to imagine what would be in that shopping trip. Why would you want to go? What would you like to do while you're there? What might you need to buy while you are there? Um, how would you feel while you're there? So we're going to take 1 minute and we're going to imagine your trip to town. So concentrate on that for a minute and think about and get a really good picture in your mind of what you would like to do while you're in town. 1 minute passes. Okay, now that you have that in mind, you're going to pair up with your partner right next to you, and you're going to tell them about your trip. What is it that you want to do? And then explain your trip. Use as much detail as you'd like, um, and tell about what you'd like to buy, what you're going to town for. So do a little bit of sharing with your partner. We'll do this for 3 minutes. At the halfway point, I'll give you a signal, and you'll switch roles. And the person that was listening before will now be speaking. Okay, that happens. Okay. Um, okay, now for the next minute, you're going to list on your paper. You're going to make a list of the words that you need in order to describe your trip. So let's make a list of that for 1 minute. Okay. Teacher goes to the board. Now, the student, I want you to call out the words that are on your list, and we're going to write these on the board. And so we write these on the board as you're calling them out. Okay, now that we've got a good list, we've got this board full, you've got a good list. Are there any words that you want defined that you don't understand the meaning of? So let's talk about that a little bit. And we have a word. Student. Maria, would you like to tell me a word that you need a definition for? Tires. What are tires? We need to go to town to get tires. What are tires? John, what are tires? They're the things on your car, right? They're that you roll around on the car. Okay, that's great. Okay. All right, we're going to. I'm going to write this on the board, and these are this is the vocabulary that we're going to use while we're doing our discussion today. So first is this question: where can I find whatever, something from your list? Where can I find that in town? Okay. And then the second thing, how can I get there is the second part of our question. And then the answer is you can find blank at this place on, and this is the place where the store or whatever is located. Okay, for example, where can I find chili peppers in town? You can find chili peppers at Winco on Yellowstone Avenue. Okay, so that's an idea of how you do this. So I want you to write 4 questions based on your list. Where can I find this in town? and how can I get there? Okay. And then using the vocabulary that we talked about last week, um, our directions on how to find things in town, the answer person is going to say, you can find blank or chili peppers or tires or a book, gifts at the place that they can find it on the street where it's located. Okay, so let's take some time and let's do that. Okay, let's get to work.